and welcome to day 3 of the theater workshop. Today we will be talking about acting. Acting is one of, if not the most important parts of theater. Without acting, it would be really hard to present your story to the audience. Now, to talk to you about one of the most important parts of acting, here is Sean to tell you about blocking.
Wait, we're rolling? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Lexi.
My name is Blockers B. Blockington, but you can call me Blocky Blocks for short. Actually, no, just call me Sean. But today, we're going to be talking about blocking.
Oh my gosh, I never would have guessed that in a million years. Like, that's so crazy.
And before you ask, no, blocking is not the time in kindergarten when you're stacking blocks right before your kindergarten teacher calls on you for picking your nose and wiping it on your friend Sally. That's gross. Blocking is when you look at the script, look at the stage directions, look at the sets, and you pretty much lay out the whole scene. Tell the actors where to go, what to do when they say their lines. Blocking is essential. You need to pay very close attention to the script when you block a scene. You need to pay attention to where everything's gonna go, what's gonna happen, what's going on during the scene to make sure that you place the actors in a correct spot. Here is an amazing example of blocking in action from one of my close personal friends. Alrighty students, today we're going to start blocking this scene. Okay, this is scene 2, okay? So at the very beginning, Becky, you're gonna run up to Johnny and you're gonna stab him 70 times in the chest and run with his money. Johnny, you are going to die a slow, painful death, okay? Can you both do that? Thank you. When you're blocking a scene, something you really want to pay attention to is stage direction. Stage directions are the sections of text in between lines that tell the actors what to do when they say their lines. You also need to learn about the 9 different parts of the stage. There's 3 different rows and 2 different sides. There's stage left and stage right, and there's upstage, downstage, and center stage. So when you put it all together, it's upstage left, upstage right, upstage center, center stage left, center stage right, center stage, downstage left, downstage right, and downstage center. Maybe this demonstration will really help you learn. Okay, I think you understand the parts of the stage now.
Ooh, plot twist.
Something really important that you need to remember about the parts of the stage is that stage left and stage right are actually on the opposite sides that you think they would be. Same with downstage and upstage. Downstage is in the front, and upstage is in the back. Stage left is over here, and stage right's over here. Overall, blocking a scene is one of the best parts of the scene. Once you block the scene, you can do so much more. When you block a scene, you let your creative juices flow and you can do so much with it. So that is a quick lesson on blocking. I really hope you enjoy because blocking is one of the most important parts of theater and it's so much fun. Blocking is essentially one of the best parts of putting together a theatrical production. When you think about it, blocking is bringing a show to life. Thanks for watching. Bye. Wait, I forgot to do one thing.
Oh my god!
Blocking is fun. Yeah.
Now, blocking is very important, but it isn't everything. You also need to be able to develop your own character through character choices. So here to talk to you about characterization is Ariel.
Hi, my name is Ariel Narayan, and I'm going to be explaining how to develop a convincing character when you're acting. So there are three main things you have to keep in mind. One, what is the super objective? What is the objective, and what is the obstacle that that character is facing? So the super objective is what is the overall goal that that character is trying to complete? What is the end goal for that character? What do they really want, and what's really driving them to have the actions that they're doing? Then the objective is what is the goal for the character for that specific scene? Why is the character saying the things they're saying in the tone, the way that they're saying it? Like, who are they talking to? What is the purpose of that specific scene? And the obstacle is what does the character have to overcome? It's not usually just a simple black and white situation, like the character needs to go to the store and buy an apple. There's usually minor or major obstacles along the way that prevent the character from getting there, and how does the character react to those obstacles? So let's think of an example in the musical Mamma Mia, because we just were working on that show. So Sophie, her super objective is to find out who her dad is and get her dads at her wedding so she can meet them and find out more about who she is. Her objective in specific scenes, for example, is completely different. There are some scenes where her dads really have nothing to do with it. When she's singing Lay All Your Love on Me, that is solely focused about her love for Sky and her relationship with him. So that is her objective for that scene. And the obstacle that she has to overcome is how does she find out who her dad is when her mom doesn't even know who her actual dad is, and how does she get away with getting her dads to her wedding without her mom knowing? The three most important parts of character development is your physical character. How does your movement, how do you carry yourself? How does your character act like that? Your character's attitude, also very important. How does your character see the world? Is your character optimistic, pessimistic? Does your character have motivation? Is your character ambitious? And third, how does your character interact with other people? Are they socially awkward? Are they kind of wanting to steal attention away from other people? Are they kind? Are they kind of more self-absorbed? And once you identify all those parts of your character, it becomes a lot more easy to portray that. And you can also build off of those. So if your character is kind of self-absorbed, you can show that in the way that your character moves. Maybe your character moves with confidence. Maybe your character moves with their chest puffed out as if they're, better than everyone else. Maybe your character tries to make themselves seem as tall as possible and as best as possible. If your character is more shy, they'd probably be a little bit more closed off. They might stand with their arms crossed, or kind of make themselves a little bit more reserved from other people. So once you figure all that out, it's pretty easy to try out different things to see what character works best for you. And don't be afraid to try out different character movements and just different parts of your character. If it's wrong, you'll realize and you'll change it. So don't be afraid to experiment. I hope that made sense, and I hope you have fun acting.
Thank you for watching. I hope that you learned a lot about blocking and characterization. If you would like to show off your acting skills through a monologue or a short scene, post them on Instagram with the hashtag TheaterWSDay3, and we'll post some of our favorites on our story. Tune in tomorrow for information on tech crew and stage managing.